Hidden deep within the enigmatic realm of ancient civilizations lies a treasure trove of mysteries waiting to be unveiled, mummies and their secrets concealed within the confines of the sacred sarcophagi. These age-old relics, entombed in the sands of time, hold within them the whispers of bygone eras, tantalizing us with the tantalizing promise of uncovering the enigmatic secrets of the past. The word sarcophagus may refer to either a stone coffin or a container designed to house a coffin. The name sarcophagus is now often used to refer to any stone coffin that is shown above ground, despite the fact that the first sarcophagi were constructed to house coffins inside them. The Egyptian pharaohs of the Third Dynasty, who ruled from around 2686 to 2613 BCE, are credited with having employed the first stone sarcophagi. Ancient Egyptians had a strong belief in the existence of an afterlife, and they thought that the sarcophagus would be the person's home in the hereafter. Carvings and paintings were used in the lavish decoration of the sarcophagi of affluent citizens and pharaohs alike. The Egyptian pharaohs commissioned the construction of the first sarcophagi, which mirrored the architectural style of their royal palaces. The Egyptians had the belief that reciting a person's name would guarantee that they would continue to exist in the hereafter. For this reason, the names of the individual or individuals who were buried inside a sarcophagus were often inscribed on the sarcophagus. The achievements of the departed person might be recorded on the outside decorations as well. In addition, sarcophagi generally had a list of food offerings, a door via which the deceased person's soul may exit, and eyes, so that the deceased person could continue to watch the world. After some time, sarcophagi were carved to resemble the person who was buried inside them, with the curvature of the mummy's body serving as the model. It is possible for sarcophagi to house many coffins. They often had roofs with a pitch. At the end of the 13th century, sarcophagi began to be placed on sleds or runners so that they could be pulled to cemeteries with more ease. This practice began about the same time. The sarcophagus played a significant role in the intricate burial procedure that took place. The ancient Egyptians had a firm belief that after death, their souls would continue to exist in some form. They used a technique known as mummification to prepare the corpse of a deceased person for the afterlife. This included embalming the body and wrapping it in linens. After that, great care was taken to position the corpse inside of a mummy case, which was a box designed to fit in between the mummy and the coffin. After that, the coffin would be positioned inside of the sarcophagus. There were occasions when a sarcophagus was used in lieu of a traditional coffin. The location of several sarcophagi was kept secret for thousands of years. For example, Egyptian archaeologists spent the month of July 2018 investigating a massive sarcophagus made of black granite that weighed 30 tons and had been found at a building site in Alexandria, Egypt. There were 3 sets of skeletal remains within the tomb. The initial allegations that they were military officers were disproven when DNA testing showed that one of the bodies belonged to a woman. The only things that were buried with the bodies inside the sarcophagus were a little gold artifact and 3 sheets of gold, in contrast to the sarcophagi of the affluent elite, which had inscriptions on the sarcophagus as well as commodities buried with the corpses. This leaves very little evidence as to who they were or when they lived, producing the type of mystery that archaeologists really like unraveling in their field. In addition to ancient Egypt, other civilizations that are known to have used sarcophagi in their burial rituals include ancient Rome and ancient Greece. Both the riches discovered within the sarcophagi and the sculptures found on the outside of the sarcophagi continue to astound and fascinate historians and scientists to this day. Insight into ancient society may be acquired from both of these sources. Archaeologists have made public their announcement that they have found a body that is maintained within a sarcophagus that has not been opened in 4,300 years. The mummy is coated in gold leaf and was preserved inside the sarcophagus. It is thought that the mummy, which is made up of the remains of a man named Hekasheps, is one of the oldest and most complete non-royal corpses that has ever been found in Egypt. This belief is based on the fact that the remnants of Hekasheps have been preserved in the mummy. It was placed at a burial site in Saqqara, which is situated to the south of Cairo, and was unearthed together with 3 other tombs at the bottom of a shaft that was 15 meters in length. an individual who was referred to as the Secret Keeper was laid to rest in one of the graves. It is thought that the man known as Khnum-Chedef, who worked as a priest, inspector, and supervisor of nobles, was the owner of the largest of the mummies that were found in the ancient necropolis. This is because Khnum-Chedef functioned in all of these roles. A man called Mary, who held the post of senior palace official and had been awarded the title of Secret Keeper, which gave him the right to carry out certain religious ceremonies, was the owner of another. Mary's family had been in charge of the palace for generations. The second tomb was found with a collection of sculptures that are considered to be the largest statues that have ever been excavated in the area. It is thought that a judge and writer by the name of Fetek was laid to rest in the tomb. The tomb was discovered with a collection of sculptures. Archaeologists have found a variety of objects inside the burials, including ceramics as well as a number of other types of artifacts. Archaeologist Zahi Hawass, who before becoming an archaeologist served as Egypt's Minister of Antiquities, said that all of the discoveries were created between the 25th and 22nd centuries BC. This discovery is so important as it connects the kings with the people living around them, said Ali Abu Deshish, another archaeologist who was part of the excavation. This discovery connects the kings with the people living around them. This discovery establishes a connection between the kings and the people who are living in their surroundings. Saqqara is a cemetery that dates back more than 3,000 years and is now included on the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. It can be found in Memphis, which was once the capital of ancient Egypt, and is home to more than a dozen pyramids, one of which is the Step Pyramid, which can be found near to the shaft in which the mummy was discovered. The Step Pyramid is also situated close to the shaft in which the mummy was found. The previous day, archaeologists in the city of Luxor in southern Egypt reported that they had uncovered a full residential city from the Roman era that dated back to the 2nd and 3rd century AD. The city was from the 2nd and 3rd century AD. The discovery was found on Thursday, which was only one day after those statements were made. Archaeologists unearthed residential buildings, towers, and what they have labeled metal workshops, which comprised Roman coins, pots, and other tools and utensils. These findings were made in the same area. As part of Egypt's continuous efforts to reinvigorate its tourism sector, the nation has produced a number of notable archaeological discoveries in recent years. These artifacts are among the most important discoveries made in Egypt in recent years. The Grand Egyptian Museum has been beset by delays, but is finally expected to open this year. The government has high hopes that the museum would bring in 30 million visitors yearly by the year 2028. The museum is finally set to open in this year. However, some have said that Egypt's government places a greater emphasis on media-grabbing discoveries than on rigorous academic study in an effort to boost tourism. As we conclude our journey into the intriguing world of mummies and their secrets hidden within the sacred sarcophagi, we hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into history and ancient civilizations. If you found this exploration as fascinating as we did, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with fellow history enthusiasts, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content on the mysteries of the past.